Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Black 11!
Stop your whining.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
Load it.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
New
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Love. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Love. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Chargers getting set to go. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover like that. I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Back 90, round 80.
It's our time.
Behind.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, D.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You got nothing to lose.
To throw, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
380.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Flight. 8 foot.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop him from the 1 back to the 2.
Flight. 89.
2nd down and goal. Rivers. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Let's go, man.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Locke. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Q. Hey, Delta, start.
Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, that's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. On 1st down, it's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check safety, check safety.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Lock on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Checking 90. Black 15.
I'm here all day. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Cluster.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready. Ground 80.
Check 55, Mike. Almost there. Give me that.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rivers on the money, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to...
There goes Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.